Yes, coming. Hi, Mr. Carson. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. I hope I'm not disturbing you. No, not at all. Please, have a sit. Thank you, sir. How is school? You are graduating next month, right? Yes, sir. You know if you need a job. You have a place here. Yes. I know, thank you. So, what can I do for you, young man? I wanted to talk to you about something. Okay. What is it, son? It's very hard for me to talk about it. I have been struggling with it for years now. I talked to my mom, she tried to pray it out, but it's not working. I didn't know who else to turn to. Well, I'm glad you come to me. Whatever it is, we will figure it out. Hold on, let me talk to my secretary to let her know I am going to be busy for the next few hours. Come in.
Yes, sir.
Keep my schedule closed for the next 3 hours.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Lucy. What's on your mind? I've been struggling with some thoughts. What kind of thoughts? I have been having feelings for other man. Okay. So, when did it start? It's been a while now. Sometimes, when I get close to some man, I get feelings for them. I have been trying to fight it. Okay. I told my mom and she's been praying for me, but it doesn't stop. I even have suicidal thoughts. Am I cursed? No, son, you're not. Let me explain something to you. We all have things that we struggles with within. We will always encounter struggles in our life, because we are faced with two forces, that is, good and evil. The reason evil overwhelmed us is because we live in a society where people are elevating everything that is wicked. They call good evil, and evil good. They have rejected Yahweh's commandments. The more society rejects the commandments, laws, and statutes, the more we will struggle against evil spirits and wickedness. Satan, on the other hand, released his angels to go out there to fulfill his agenda, that is, to steal, kill, and destroy it so he can drag humanity to hell with him. God has rejected this generation as well because they have turned away from his commandments, which make them weak and vulnerable. Nonetheless, Satan and his wicked spirits are now in the driver's seat, terrorizing anyone who he can. But that doesn't mean we can't return back to him. Everything we are fighting with are evil spirits who are roaming in the invisible world, seeking whom they may devour. They feed on people's weaknesses and lust. I want you to remember that there is no sin greater than another. All sins receive the same reward, which is death, and eternity in the lake of fire. The only way to escape is to repent, and sin no more. 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves, and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and will forgive their sin, and will heal their land. Understand that liars, bestiality, idol worshippers, thieves, homosexuality, pornography, adultery, fornication, murderer, and so on. All these are evil spirits who are Satan's assistants, seeking the weak and vulnerables to destroy them, and that they may bring all sinners to hell. Yes, you need to pray because you are to pray without ceasing, but you personally will have to face these spirits and cast them out in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. They will tempt you daily, especially in your weakest moment and when you are vulnerable. You either face them or surrender to its voice. Matthew 4, 1-11. After he fasted 40 days and 40 nights, Satan appeared to tempt him and asked him to turn the rock into bread. Yahushua answered, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word from the mouth of God. The devil even used the scriptures to tempt him. What am I saying, is that when these thoughts come, find your scriptures like the Messiah did. Genesis 2 verse 22. And the rib, which Yahweh had taken from man, made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. Not a man but a woman he created from Adam's rib for his companion. Verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his woman, not a man. When these thoughts comes, remind yourself of these scriptures. Leviticus 20 verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lies with a woman, both them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. It goes for the adulterers, bestiality, those who practice wizard, sorcery, and so on. Don't be afraid to talk back to the spirit and let it know that you know his is not the voice of Elohim. You tell it that it shall not tempt the son of Elohim. Let the spirit know that you choose life. You know if you choose to surrender to the evil spirit. Although you may not die right away because the society we are leaving and make it normal knowing that it is wickedness and confusion. Even though they approve and make you feel that it's right. When you choose this lifestyle you are already dead even though you are living and breathing. And, if you die in your sin the second death and eternal damnation is reserved for you. There is a way that seems right in the eyes of man but the end of it is death. Proverbs 16 verse 25. This is the reason why God gave Moshe the commandments, laws, and statutes and bade them to keep them so they don't live their lives like the other nations. It is important for you to study and constantly read the Torah, and stay in prayer. Ask Yahweh to give you his strength, because it is perfect. Ask him for the spirit of discernment, wisdom, the zeal for the covenant of our forefathers, to put the fear in your heart for him, and understanding. Don't give any evil spirit any occasion to enter your thoughts. If you can, I will advise you to stay away from some of the programming on television. Most of these programming promotes the homosexuality agenda. These programming will feed into your lust. They are doing their best to remove masculinity and feminize man. That's why this generation is very dangerous, and they are stepping on dangerous ground. Setting yourself apart is a must. Choose your friends carefully and make sure any friends you have are keeping the commandments and have the fear of Yahweh. Deuteronomy 30 verse 19. I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and your seed may live. Don't be afraid to talk to the Spirit when it comes. Pull out your two-edged sword which is the word of Elohim just like the Messiah did on the mountain. James 4 verse 7. Submit yourselves, then, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. I want you to remember that Satan, if he can't find anything to convict you then he will accuse you. Remember how Satan went and made accusation to God against Job because Job feared Yahweh. You have to live your life like him, David, and many others. Once you have the fear of Yahweh and the love in your heart for him, you will do whatever it takes to please him in keeping his commandments. I understand that you weren't raised with your father. Fathers play an important role, especially in their son's life. Every boy needs their father's love. Your mother have her role to play in your life to nurture you and your father has his role in your life raise you to become a man. But like I said the society we are living in is trying hard to remove that with their agenda. I want you to know that I will do everything that I can to be there for you. Anything that you need feel free to come to me. Thank you sir. I'm glad I came here to talk to you. I will remember everything you said, and will do my best to put them into practice. That's good to hear. It is always a pleasure. Now, what do you do in your free time? Do you have a hobby? Not really. I like music and I guess I can make it a hobby. What do you like about music? Would you like to play an instrument or like to listen to it? I like to listen to it, and I would like to learn to play the bass guitar. That's great. Now, you need to buy yourself a bass guitar and start learning how to play and make your own worship music to keep your mind entertained. It sounds great, but I don't have any money to buy a bass guitar yet. I tell you what, I will buy you the bass guitar. Really, sir? Absolutely. Do you have anything you going to do later? No, sir. I was just going to go home. Have you eaten lunch yet? No, sir. Great! Let me take you out to lunch and let's go get that bass guitar. Wow. Thank you, sir. Thank you. My pleasure, son. Let me make a few phone calls and we will be on our way. Okay. Thank you, sir. Hey, honey. I'm not at the office. I'm out with Mark. I will be back in a few hours. I will see you when I get back. I love you. Nice ride, sir. Thank you.